AskReddit by Gra. Which song emotionally destroys you? Love is a losing game, Amy Winehouse. That song crushes me. If We Were Vampires by Jason Isbell. As my husband was dying from aggressive brain cancer, the lyrics haunted me. Knowing that this can't go on forever. Likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together. Then one day I'll be gone. Or one day you'll be gone. He's gone. It sucks. Jason Isbell is a genius songwriter. That being said, his lyrics really hit the heart. I lost my dad in 2019 to dementia and plan on getting a tattoo of an hourglass with the lyric, "Maybe time running out is a gift. Condolences on your loss." Nutshell by Alice in Chains. Same here, but the unplugged version. Funeral Band of Horses. Listened to it all the time when I was super depressed. This one I have to skip if I want to keep my composure. A good friend of mine died of an overdose while I was out of the country. I had to take a long train ride to get to the nearest airport for his funeral. This song came on my headphones just as the train broke down and I just lost it. Had to leave my compartment to avoid crying in front of half a dozen strangers. Every time I hear it now, I'm back standing between train cars, staring at the desert through tears and sunglasses, trying to think of what to say to his kids. Great song though. Somewhere Out There from An American Tale. Edit also, till that was Linda Ronstadt on the end credits version. This is the song that introduced childhood me to the notion that songs could make you feel things. Who Wants to Live Forever, Queen. My dad was a fan of the band and we often listened to them together in the car when I was young. He was terrified of dying and fought the cancer as hard as he could, but it got him anyway. I cry like a kid with a skinned knee whenever he listened to that song. I love the song These Are the Days of Our Lives to that. Vienna by Billy Joel. My son is in his last year of high school and then he'll leave for university. I miss him already. You know, I never heard this song until during the pandemic. I still don't know how. I thought I knew every Billy Joel song. Hearing this for the first time was like a message almost. The line "to cool it off before you burn it out" felt so direct and relevant to my life at the time. I was in such a hurry to make something of myself. It's a great one and now one of my favorites by him. You Are My Sunshine. This is mine. My mom used to sing that to me as a kid when I was upset or scared or whatever, and it would calm me down. Just watched her die from cancer last year. The Night We Met. Lord Huron. The thing about this song is it doesn't punch you in the gut. It's somehow already inside you, and tears through your heart on its way out. Eater, I Had All and Then Most of You, Some, and Now None of You is one of the most piercing lyrics ever because so many can relate to it. To Build a Home, the Cinematic Orchestra. Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. It was my dad's favorite song growing up. He played it for us all the time. We played it at his funeral and it's a kind reminder of him when I listen to it. Miss you, Dad. Cats in the Cradle. As a son, and a father of teenagers, brutal. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids have the flu. But it's been sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. I Will Follow You Into the Dark, Death Cab for Cutie. This one and What Sarah Said. Pictures of You, The Cure. Rainbow Connection, Kermit the Frog. My date was blasting this when he came to pick me up for our first date. Our 25th wedding anniversary is in November. Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd. First song I played on guitar after my grandpa died. didn't even get through the intro before starting to cry. Also, Shine On You Crazy Diamond. And although it brings a more chilling and scary vibe with it, it's still soul touching. Somewhere Only We Know King. Edit, I initially misspelled the band name, my bad. I remember the first time I heard this song I was 14-15 and it had me so in my feelings at the time and really meant a lot to me. I heard my 12-year-old daughter listening to it and I wanted to cry. Recently, on a quiet weekend afternoon, contemplating life, getting older, time ticking away, I found myself lost in thought, the world around me fading as classical music filled the room. As the first notes of Adagio 4 strings began, I was transported. The crescendo mirrored the ebb and flow of my own emotions, giving me a profound moment of connection. It was as if the song had been composed just for that precise moment in my life. And then I continued cleaning the kitchen, lol. Landslide Fleetwood Mac is pretty rough for me and God Only Knows Beach Boys. Both powerful songs. The Smashing Pumpkins cover of Landslide always gets me. Half Right, Needle in the Hay, Fond Farewell, all by Elliott Smith. Army by Bad Books. The Lightning Crashes. Song was playing as I was headed to the hospital the day she was born. Unfortunately, I lost her mother that day. 6 years later I lost her and my new wife and baby in a car wreck. Jesus, mate. My condolences. Unplugged Nirvana, all apologies. Where Did You Sleep Last Night starts off like a lullaby and ends in voice cracking sadness and pain. I remember reading Kurt thought the audience hated it BC they were stunned into a silence and didn't react for a few seconds. Then I went down a rabbit hole researching Lead Belly. More pain, sadness and death. The Living Years still gets me. Don't listen to it if you have even a slightly difficult relationship with your dad. https://m.youtube.com/watch?5hr64mxypgk. I played this for my pops shortly after it came out. My dad was the kind of guy that didn't really listen and hear music and lyrics. He listened to radio for noise. So I had to explain it to him. He said thanks. Many years later, right before he passed away, he asked me about this song. I was shocked. Although Pops didn't think about meaningful shit, but he was asking. I told him again and he asked if I still felt that way. I told him most definitely, and all kinds of other stuff started to come out about how he taught me life stuff and skills I'll need. Working on cars or doing home repairs, etc. He said though he was a bad father. Not true. I told him he was the father me and my sister needed him to be, and we loved and respected him our entire childhood and all through our lives because of how he was. I was in tears over that for days. But yeah. Tell them while you can. It's kind of important. Go rest high on that mountain, Vince Gill. Tiny Dancer, Your Song, Elton John. Without You I'm Nothing by Placebo. Wow, one doesn't see too many Placebo enjoyers. Mazzy Star, Fade Into You. Into Dust hits me a bit harder. Blink 182, Adam's Song. I was looking for this. Now that I'm a mom, I break every time I hear Tell Mom This Is Not Her Fault. Just heartbreaking. Fake Plastic Trees, Radiohead. Radiohead has so many. Videotape is the one that breaks my heart every time. Tracy Chapman, Fast Car. I love the song, but that first bit of guitar plays and it's nope. Skip. I said somebody's got to take care of him, so I quit school and that's what I did. Oof, having an alcoholic father, so many emotions.